Tim Wick with Peak Performers, and we are a part of Industry 25 Team I. This is our business strategy game presentation. So along with myself, I've got my fellow co-owners, Patrick Vernig, Joshua Turner, and Daniel Welch. And we finished first in year 20 rankings, and we finished second in the game to date rankings. So we will go ahead and move forward. So a little agenda for today. So we're going to start off with the financial performance overview and analysis. So we're going to go through ROE, earnings per share, stock price, and more financial analysis. Then we'll go into initial company strategy, the adjusted winning strategy, beyond year 20 power of 4 plan, which is just kind of how we're going to continue to outperform our competitors, and lastly, our lessons learned. So I will now go ahead and introduce Josh, who's going to continue and go through our financial performance.
Hey everyone, I'm Joshua Turner. I'm going to talk about our total net revenues for years 10 through 20. As you can see, we had a little bit of a divot in year 16, but we really excelled 17 through 20. As you can see, we jumped from 430,000 to about 1.9 million. So that's about a 352% increase. And our winning strategy had an increase of 442%. It's really good numbers there. And our earnings per share, year 10, we started out around $2, and we ended up getting $26.79, about a 167% increase. And our expectations were only $10, so we really did well for our earnings per share. And the winning strategy implemented increased about 700%. Also really crazy numbers. So our annual return on equity, once again on year 16, we did have a bit of a downward little divot there. Really bounced back 17 through 20. So year 10, we started out about 20%. Year 20 ended up 55%. So we were about 86.67% above year 20. And our investor expectations were only 30%. So once again, we're just really crushing it. And I'm gonna have my man Daniel over here finish this off for our financials.
Hey everybody, I'm Daniel. I'm going to be going over our annual stock price. As you can see, our stock price went up crazy amounts by 2,000%. And once we changed our strategy in 16, we just skyrocketed right there. A little down here in 15, but nothing to worry about because, like I said, we changed our strategy. Image rating. Steady increase right here. Did go down from about 14 to 16, but 16, like I said, is when we put in our new strategy, and as you can see, it went up right here. Investor expectation, that's something that we wanted to strive toward. That was a big emphasis we wanted to put in place, and 42% increase from year 10. Yeah, I'm going to hand it over to Patrick now.
All right, Patrick, let's go.
Where's the mouse, bro?
Oh, he's got it. All right.
Okay, so our initial company strategy was to produce high SQ ratings with premium pricing for markets with footwear. We had a trial and error period through kind of years 10 through 15 to really understand the BSG game using videos and guides to help us. And then we also started producing in North America beginning year 15, but then we had a minor setback year 16, and then after that we kind of started up again, going from year 16. We moved all of our footwear production to Asia Pacific and Latin America facilities. We expanded total footwear production capabilities in Asia and Latin America through the long-term periods, and then we maximized production equipment capabilities and constructed new equipment space for the shoes. And then continued, we distributed footwear with low-cost strategies, distributing from Latin America facilities to North America and Latin America, and then from Asia Pacific facilities to Europe, Africa, and Asia Pacific. And now handing it back to Tim.
All right, so finishing off here, so implementing winning strategies. So one of the biggest things we did, so in year 16, we had a very low credit rating. We were kind of struggling there. We couldn't borrow funds because our credit rating was in such a poor position. So we kind of shifted gears and we decided to issue stocks and pretty much just hope that stockholders would kind of just bet on us pretty much. And so we issued 1,763 new shares at $40 per share. And then this gave us more cash flow to operate with. And then for we ended up repurchasing those stocks for over $200 the very next year, which just shows how much stockholders found value in our company. So continuing on, so once we kind of got a base for our financials, we were then able to start giving out a dividend of $2 per share in year 19, and we're continuing to increase that by $2 each following year, which will boost our earnings per share. Next, we've got, all right, so more winning strategies continued. So we wanted to invest highly in brand advertising. We got to get our brand out there, pretty simple. And then seeking long-term contracts with celebrities who have high influence ratings in specifically North America and Europe, Africa sectors. We also have celebrities in other sectors, Asia and Latin America, but those are our priorities. And then we wanted to boost our wages for our employees. We really appreciate our employees. We do work at overtime quite a bit, so we want to show our employees that we do appreciate what they do, and we also want to incentivize good workers, so we want to have good benefits. And then lastly here, we want to continue to set our prices at high levels and competing really in that premium price market. So, okay, moving forward. All right, so beyond year 20. So this is our Power of 4 plan. Continuing to follow trend to give out dividends each year, increasing by $2 each year. Dominate in the low cost efficiency for distributing shoes based on current exchange rates. Repurchase stocks back to boost our return on equity that we issued back in year 16. And then lastly, we are setting goals to live well above investor expectations and earnings per share, return on equity, credit rating, and image ratings. So let's see what last slide here. So key takeaways and lessons learned. So one of our biggest downfalls, if you saw in our kind of financial performance, there was quite a big dip in year 16. We were unfortunately not fully aware of distribution. So our equipment fully depreciated in your end of year 15. So we had quite a bit of a setback, but I think it overall helped us improve quite tremendously. So that was the biggest thing I wish we could have prepared for better. Private label operations is another side income I think we could have improved better on, kind of taking advantage of. We didn't really, so another lesson. And then lastly, signing long-term contracts with celebrities who had high influence on those key target markets. I wish we could have taken advantage more of that sooner and maybe gotten better contracts. So with that being said, this is the end of our presentation for BSG. I want to thank you for your time, and yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.